Which one of these decks are you drawn to the most? And whichever one you're drawn to, this reading is for you. If you were drawn to this deck, this is your reading. If you were drawn to this deck, the reading will be posted next, so go to my page. Okay, let's see what messages are coming through for you. So we've got the second house, which relates to money, but it's also connected to the sign of Libra. So I really feel like your financial situation is about to switch here, but for the better. And I'm almost getting the sense that you may have tried all of these different things, maybe tried different businesses or different jobs in order to get where you want to get, but it feels like there's been a missing piece. But you're about to find what that missing piece is. It feels very niche. It feels like it's something very unique to you, but this is what's going to bring you that money. Again, so we had Descendant, which just flew out here, which is also Libra energy. I really feel like there will be a collaboration. I feel like you're coming together with somebody and you're going to make a lot of money together. Now, whether this is a business partner, a romantic partner that you go into business with, a friend, I just really feel like it's the two of you, both of your ideas and expertise merging together to create all of this incredible wealth. Really drawn in by all of these warm colors. It may be a business that you create has a lot of red or warm colors within the logo, or maybe even in the uniform you might hire the staff for one day. You just never know how big this can really get. Because yeah, look, at the moment it's in its root stages here. Okay, I don't feel like it's something that you've created yet. It feels like this is something in the future. This card really wants to come out as well. Leo. Okay, I feel like you're going to be very, very well known, maybe even famous one day with how successful you're going to be. You could be on the cover of Forbes because Leo energy is meant to stand out. And I feel like because this is so niche and at first people may not get it, people may not understand or see your vision. But this other person you collaborate with does. And I feel like when you two come together, you put it forwards, this is when it's going to really take off. I feel within the next 5 years. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. I know it may seem like a long time, but it can take a while for something this big to truly manifest in its full form. But I feel it's going to be within the next 3 months, you're going to start putting the wheels in motion. You may even start out on your own at first. Okay, and then this other person comes in and you work together. But it really feels like one of you will be the face of this. One of you is going to become very well known. So it could be you, it could be the other person. It depends who's more comfortable being noticed or being on camera. Because even if it's not something that's necessarily in the public sphere at first, I feel like because of how big the company will become, naturally it's going to draw a lot of attention and people are going to want to know how you've done it. People are really going to want to hear from you. So just be prepared for that. But again, you may decide to be the silent partner or the one that's more in the background. Okay, so we've got walking away in reverse. So this might be an idea that you thought about before, but you walked away from. Maybe it wasn't the right time, or you didn't have the best resources, or you didn't maybe even have the confidence in yourself to move forwards with it. But I really feel you're going to feel that confidence. You're going to feel that surge of inspiration and maybe even competition. I'm getting a bit of a competitive energy coming from you. So it may even be that you feel, if I don't do this now and somebody else does it, I'm going to be furious with myself. It's like the idea if you played the lottery every week and you played the same numbers and then the one week you don't play those numbers and that's the winning week, you'd kick yourself forever about it. And I feel like it's very much the same here. So when you have this idea and this surge of motivation, I feel like this is when you're just going to go for it. You're not going to hold back. You're not going to care what anybody thinks. And wow, I can't even believe this. We've now got the contract card, which again is Libra. We've got triple Libra here. And this also represents partnerships, contracts. There is a very big contract coming your way. If you were drawn to this group, this is an incredibly lucrative opportunity. And see how they've got the blindfold on here? I feel like this is you, like you've not quite had that vision yet, but just know that it's coming. Maybe you have a few loose ideas, but you haven't thought how you can actually turn it into a business or how you can monetize it just yet. But just know and trust that you will know very soon. Okay, then we've got August, which again is Leo season. So this may be the month in which it really takes off. Or it may be the month where the idea comes to fruition or where you actually end up partnering up with this person and collaborating. But there's so much warmth in the colors in your reading here. And I really feel this is representative that you are meant to stand out, or this business is meant to stand out in some way. Now, it also could be representing countries you might be connected to with this business, warm countries, places where people might travel to go on holiday to. Okay, or maybe you'll move there and start a business in that region. And then we've got the next full moon. So whenever you're watching this reading, the next full moon coming up, I feel like there's going to be some epiphany moment for you, a realization that gets you on track. So I really feel like you're going to make so much progress within the next 3 months, but it will be from the next full moon that this new chapter truly begins. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, the link to my website is in my bio. Which one of these decks are you drawn to the most? And whichever one you're drawn to, this reading is for you. If you were drawn to this deck, this is your reading. If you were drawn to this deck, the reading is already posted, so go to my page. Okay, so let's see what messages are coming through for you. Oh, so we have the Fates. And once this card appears, there is no going back to how things were. So I feel like you've been through something this year that completely changed the game for you. It's changed the way you see things, it's changed the way you do things, it's changed your whole future plan. So something, major has happened this year, which actually makes sense with it being the year of the snake. It's been about shedding that old skin, releasing things so you can move forwards into the year of the horse with freedom. And then we have unfinished symphony. So on top of this energy, you may feel like there's some unfinished business, something that you feel like hasn't come to a conclusion just yet. So this may also be, again, whatever fated situation really occurred this year, it feels like it's going to carry through into the next year as well. So it's not over. If this is something you were wondering, it's only just beginning. And then we've got Happy Happy, which is of course one of the best cards you could receive, because I really feel like this is going to be a super happy year for you. Even if this year, I feel like there's definitely been things that you've been grateful for, but it's also been quite painful and transformative in certain ways. Whereas this next year we're going into, I feel like you're going to be much more content with everything that's happening. I feel like there'll be a lot less stress. Now, sometimes stress can be a good thing. Sometimes we need positive stress in order to move us forwards in certain ways. But it just feels like you've almost had your fill of it last year. And through this year, you're going to feel much more relaxed and at peace with everything that's going on. Now, we've also got a lot of star symbology here. So this can represent Aquarian energy, which you may resonate with already, but you might be connecting with a lot of people with Aquarius placements within the next year. But I also feel like things are going to happen that are quite unexpected. And I feel like a lot of things have already happened that way this year for you, but I feel like there will be more of the same of that moving forwards. But there'll definitely be lots of positive surprises, but I feel like you're being guided to expect the unexpected at the moment. And then we do have Loyal Heart, which is such a beautiful energy because it shows that connection, that deep soul bond you're going to feel. Now, this could be a relationship that's continuing into this year, maybe a relationship that you met this person and it was fated, or something fated happened between the two of you. But this may be that this is someone you're coming into alignment with over the next 12 months. It definitely feels like this person is your rock. They're somebody that will support you through thick and thin. They're not somebody that's here today, gone tomorrow. It definitely feels like this is somebody that's going to be in your life for many, many years to come. Now, there's also something about eye contact that's coming through really strongly here. Like, you'll have really intense eye contact. Okay, there's a lot of very dark hair coming through in the reading. So it may be a significator of a person you're going to be very close with next year, or people in general. Maybe you're even dyeing your hair very dark. Now, we've got the storm warning here, which is this tornado. But I really feel like this is what you've been through this year. You've been through this tornado, and it's like, I feel like you've already been through the eye of the storm and you're coming out of it, okay? And this is where it may feel a bit daunting, almost like you have to start from scratch in some way. And that's what this year has done for you. It's helped clear the path so that new life can grow. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening for you this year. New life, new beginnings are coming forwards for you. And I feel like your intuition is going to become so much more powerful. You're going to notice how incredibly powerful you are and what you're really capable of achieving. Okay, and I feel like this is because you are deciding to actually trust. And this is all connected to the fates as well, because this is about trusting the universe, trusting the process, and realizing that some things are outside of your control. And if you have no power to change them, it's best not to focus on them and only focus on those things that you can change. And that's exactly what I see happening for you. You're just going to hold your hands up and go, you know what? It is what it is. I trust in the unknown. I trust in the universe. I trust in my guides to lead me in the most positive direction. And that is where it will lead you. Okay. So the more you can trust in yourself and in higher source, the better your life is going to work out for you. And then we've got stop waiting. I feel like if there's something you've wanted to do or initiate or move forwards with, maybe you want to travel more, maybe you want to relocate, maybe you want to start a business, whatever you've been thinking about doing, you're actually going to action in this next year. You're not going to be a spectator of your life anymore. You are going to be the active participant, the main character. And affirm the most grandiose affirmations in the comments, like, I am the most powerful person to walk this earth. I am in alignment with my magical powers and my intuition. And then we've got in a few weeks. Okay, so it's not going to take long either for you to actually start moving forwards with whatever this is. I don't know why, but I'm getting February time. Something about February is really standing out here. I feel like this is when the wheels are truly going to be in motion. I'm also drawn in by the flowers here. They're kind of giving me a mix of, they look like lavender, but also dragon. What are those dragon flowers called? Can't remember, but there's something about either maybe you're born in the year of the dragon, or maybe you're going to be embodying dragon energy this year. But I feel like it's a nice combination because dragon energy is very big, very bold, very confident, very charismatic. But then also lavender is very peaceful, very soft, very calming. You're going to be much more assertive and much more confident with yourself, but you'll also move forwards in a way that's peaceful. It's like cool, calm, and collected energy. This is what you're giving off this year. And I feel like this is what's also incredibly magnetizing. It's drawing other people to you because of this energy. It's giving aura farming, okay? I feel like a lot of people are going to be watching what you're doing this year because I feel like, again, you made a lot of big moves this current year. And this is why I feel like people are on the edge of their seats, waiting, watching. What is your next move, or what will you do next? If you'd like a personal reading on this or anything else, go to the link in my bio.